It's our first podcast in basically 3 weeks. Really, it's going to be our second in 4 weeks, but
little hiatus.
Little hiatus. Alec went out of town to Colorado on one of our Mondays.
And you?
I had a baby on Monday. First off, I'm Vinny.
I'm Alec.
Yeah. And follow us on everything. Spotify, Apple. My brother's basically doesn't have anything up here, so I think he got us already banned from Apple Music before
That's
Apple
hilarious.
Podcasts.
If anything, it's because of shit you said.
I mean, he's so ugly. They're like, yo, the notary, you're breaking the. You're so
Luckily,
ugly,
there's
we hear it through
cameras.
the audio.
Luckily, there's cameras on this one, so they can obviously tell him the better looking brother.
I mean, it's like I can't even say the word. I don't even know the words we use, but we don't even have a following yet. And he got us kicked on this Apple podcast. Like, what a joke this guy is. But anyway, but yeah, well, hopefully that's not for real. Hopefully that was just something.
I think it was Apple just acting weird.
Hopefully they're acting wrong. We'll try again.
They just said service not available. I don't think we're banned. I don't think we said anything in the podcast.
My mic is falling off the table as we speak, but it's okay. If I gotta hold this shit like Michael Jackson, I will. But anyway, so this is KandiShow episode 12. Yeah, and I had a baby last Monday, so that kind of stalled.
Yeah, congratulations.
Stalled the recording of that one.
How much sleep have you been getting?
Last night wasn't great, because I mean, even though I get in bed at like 9, it's still hard for me to like fall asleep till like 10:30. Like last night, just for example, was 10:30. He woke up at 2:30. I gotta bring him into the other bedroom, rock him in the rocking chair, and he's doing this thing. I don't know if it's because he pisses in his diaper and then he shits, and it's like a bad shit. Like I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's your son, so it kind of makes sense.
Anyway, but it's leaking out the diaper. He had 3 diapers in the last 2 days where it sneaks out the diaper on his clothes out. And so I think it's so wet, and he does these like wet shits. So it's like everywhere. So
he
shit on me at 3 a.m., cleaned up his shit, wiped his ass. He doesn't like all that. And then I get him, start burping, and he spits all over me. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I got shit on and spit on in a matter of 15 minutes at 3 a.m. So my sleep, besides getting shit on and spit on at 3 a.m., my sleep's decent. And then on top of that, it's easier on Saturday and Sunday because Hendrix didn't have to go to school. But I also have my alarm set at 7:30 a.m. So like today, for example, he woke up again at like 5:30, and it's like I'm already in my head I'm like, geez, I gotta wake up at 7:30 too for Hendrix. So last night was a little rough. So bear with us if we're a little tired. Alec just doesn't sleep because he has issues, so he might have just as much lack of sleep as I do, and he has no excuse. But
no excuse.
Anyway, so we're gonna try. The good thing, to flip it around, the good thing is I'm off work for like 3 months basically until July, so we should be able to get out every Monday from here on out.
Yeah, we went on a 10-week streak, and then I went out of town, then the baby. So
yeah, exactly.
Is there any noticeable difference between him and Hendrix, like from your first baby to your second?
Again, even when we talked about it the other day, it's hard for me to say right now. He looks like Hendrix, and again, we're only 7 days in, and I'm so in it. I'm sure I'll be more retrospective in a couple months, but right now it's hard for me.
I mean, since you're more experienced now, is it less of?
It seems easier because I'm more like in control of myself. And I had my first son when I was 24. It'll only be a year from where you are now.
Yeah, right.
You're about to be 23, so I was young too. And I was just getting off my issues and stuff then. So I'm way more confident now. I'm way more me, and I've been through the process. Yeah. But it is work.
Yeah, it's
not easy. So especially people get tired, and when people are tired, people don't act right. So it's not an easy thing. But luckily, me and Charnay are at a good point now, and it's easier. But that being the case, my lack of sleep and
it's still rough.
A good thing I do have all off work and stuff. I need to get into a routine, train. It felt good to sweat yesterday. That hot yoga felt good.
I bet. I figured.
It is.
When with Hendrix did it start calming down, like become easier? Do you remember?
Yeah. I don't.
Was it like after the first year or something? Or?
I just feel like it's always a task. You know what I'm saying? It's something new.
Yeah, but like the sleep thing.
The sleep thing gets easier a couple months because when they're a baby, they don't do anything but eat, sleep, and shit. Yeah,
right.
Because then when they can sit there, like he's to the point where you can't even lay him on the little things where he looks up and plays with the little toys and stuff. So once that stuff happens, it's a little bit easier. And he does seem really chill though. For the most part. And like with Hendrix, I don't think we use the bottles as much as we've done already. Shanae's been pumping into the bottles, so I'm able to use the bottles easy. So I'm able to feed him. It doesn't take just her feeding him. So that's.
Oh, is that what you did? Like with Hendrix, she basically just fed
him more. She wasn't able to pump as much or something, or I don't know if we just weren't as attentive to it.
Yeah.
But she's way more attentive to pumping now, and that makes it easier. So then I have a bottle, and so yeah, like I said, we're 7 days into it. Literally, it was born last Monday, so. one day before my dad's birthday.
Yeah.
Yep. My first son was one day after my mom's. My second one was one day before my dad's. I call it prophetic. He thinks it's coincidence. Whatever. I'm gonna stick to prophetic. But anyway. So yeah, since our last podcast, we got a new baby, a new car, a new. We're allowed to talk about. Are you allowed to own a gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to own a gun.
You're allowed to own
a gun. All the sponsorship money. Hold on. Pete's Coffee. We got a new car from Pete's. Where's Mountain Dew? Show your Mountain Dew. Yeah. All the sponsorship money. I got a new car, new gun, new babies. All in a matter of 3 weeks.
We really need a Mountain Dew sponsorship eventually.
All the sponsorship money. But no, I'm just kidding. It just happened to be that way. But
yeah, you're a gun owner
Blicky.
now.
Vinny Paz talked a lot about Blickies on that album. I don't know if we're gonna get into that right now, but I listened to some of the other songs driving here. I'm like, damn, a lot of Blicky talk. You all right, bro?
Even Russ, I was listening to the song yesterday. I forget which one it was, but he's like, the steak makes me feel 6'1". I'm like 5'5", but the steak makes me feel 6'1".
Yeah, people have been in their bag, but we won't get into Vinny Paz now. Let's do
No, but the gun thing, that's kind of interesting.
Okay.
What did you get?
I got a Smith & Wesson 2.0 plus 9mm.
M&P Shield, right? Isn't that
MP Shield. That sounds probably right.
Yeah, M&P Shield. Yeah.
And I got 100 practice bullets. Range bullets. I think 100 range bullets, and then I got 20 like really good bullets. He said like basically the range bullets just go through you and just go straight through, and so people can survive that. The good bullets, they go in you and they blow up type shit.
Oh,
so
they split?
Yeah, they split. So I got 20 of them goods. Those are the ones that you put in while sitting at the house. So
you haven't shot it yet, though, yeah?
No, I haven't shot it yet. I need to, though.
Yeah, we should go to the range.
We should go. Shanae wants to go, too, so we were just kind of waiting until she had the baby. But, yeah, I'm going to go soon, actually.
Yeah.
So we'll set that up.
Are you going to be a concealed carry guy like a cowboy with it on your waistband?
That's all you. I won't be concealed.
Oh,
when you go there, too, they're like, do you want to – there's like a concealed section and like a self-defense section. So I was like, nah, I'm here for self-defense. But it did make me want to get more guns.
Yeah. So you're not going to be carrying around the fucking
No, I'm not a cowboy
on your
like
side?
you. Fucking Woody the cowboy over here.
I'm definitely going to be a fucking
trying to put
cowboy
fucking Toy
with
Story
it,
5 next year. Not himself, not even as a toy, because he looks like a toy. Anyway. All right, let's go. Let's talk about real stuff. Is that it for the babies and guns and cars? I don't even want to talk about the cars, but
that's it.
Okay. All right, so let's do UFC 262 predictions and bets. We wanted to get this one out last week, but obviously we didn't record last week, so we're here.
Excuse Miss Jenner.
Yeah, sorry, Miss Jenner. We're gonna get into her soon.
Okay.
Or him, whatever. Alrighty. So UFC 262, Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler for the vacant lightweight title since Khabib retired, so he just forfeited the belt. So that's an open 155. They thought that Poirier should have fought for the title, but Poirier wants the money fight, which you can't blame him, and take that McGregor fight. Right. But some people thought they could have probably done Poirier and McGregor for the belt, but no. So Poirier and McGregor, probably the winner will fight. Yeah, the winner of Chandler. Oliveira. And then we'll get into each specific. Let's do, is this going to be the, okay, this is going to be it. So, and then the co-main event, which is interesting too, it's a 5-round co-main event. And usually.
Why is that?
Because it's Nate Diaz. Is a star like that. Yeah, usually it's only the main events are 5 rounds or the title fights are 5 rounds, but they're making an exception for Nate Diaz. And the funny thing, that's probably a good thing for Nate Diaz. His probably advantage is if they can get it late, but we'll talk about each. Let's go down the fights first. Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz at 170. We got an incredible 155 fight, Tony Ferguson versus Beneil Dariush. And then we're also going to do, let's do Jack Hermanson versus Edmund Shabazian. Edmund Shabazian was undefeated until his last fight. He's one of the best prospects.
Is that a prelim fight?
No, that should. I think it's on the main.
I'm pretty sure it's a prelim.
It should be in the main card, but I think they're having it as the headline of the prelims because they want to put Jacare.
Yeah, because I didn't check that one out.
Yeah, I think they want to put Jacare on the main card, and it looks like and the other fight I do Edson Barboza versus Shane Burgos. That's a scrap right there. Yeah, that's a really good fight. Edson Barboza versus Shane Burgos. So those are the ones we'll go over. I'm looking to see if there's anything else. That's it. If you didn't talk about Edmund Shabazian, go to best fight odds now. Let's do. Would you like to go up from? Yeah,
let's go from bottom up.
Since you didn't do that one, because that is a really good fight. Jack Hermanson versus Edmund Shabazian. Does it say their rankings on there on the Sherdog or no?
Maybe on the Sherdog. Let me see.
Go to UFC if not. Pull up the UFC.com one. So Edmund Shabazian, so he was 11-0 going into that last fight versus Derek Brunson. And Derek Brunson been spoiling a lot of parties. So shout out, I like when people do that. Derek Brunson spoiled Kevin Holland's party. He was an underdog against Kevin Holland, beat him. And he was like plus 270 for Shabazian when he beat Shabazian. But anyway, but he was a top prospect. He's Edmund whatever Ronda Rousey's head coach was. He used to be like Ronda Rousey's training partner. And but anyway, so he was 11-0, and then he lost his last fight. So we'll see how he bounced back. Then Jack Hermanson, he's fought everybody.
Yeah, prelims.
So they're having that one. And Jacare's on the prelims too. Wow.
Oh, wow.
So, but look at that, 7 versus 10.
7 versus 10.
Jack Hermanson versus Edmund Shabazian. Jack Hermanson's fought everybody. He lost his last fight in a dog fight, but it was a good fight. But I like this fight. I want to kind of bet this fight. Go back to I just want to see their numbers. Go back to the odds on this one. So Edmund Shabazian is plus 140 versus Hermanson minus 160. I like Shabazian with that. I think he's the type of guy that after his first loss will get better. The thing is, these young guys, he's like 21. And sometimes these young guys don't have that fucking kill in them that some of these older dudes do.
Yeah.
But
or they just get a little gun shy.
It's
like a deer in the headlights type shit.
I mean, that's what happened against Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson, that was just some OG shit. Just took him to the dog shed. He couldn't even keep up. But
yeah.
But that fight, Edmund Shabazian, Jack Hermanson, if we had to pick, I'm going to go Edmund Shabazian. I'm going to go by a decision.
Okay. I'm going to skip over that fight.
All right.
Because I don't have a good opinion.
You pick the next one then that you want to do.
Okay. So, Jacare Souza, Ronaldo Souza versus Andre Muniz. Andre Muniz is from Dana White's Contender Series.
Yeah, I don't know much about him.
Yeah, he's a young cat too. He's 31.
Go to the
Jacare is 41 now. Here we go.
Click on him, Andre Muniz.
Which one? Andre Muniz.
20-4. Also Brazilian.
Yeah, 31.
We got Brazilian on Brazilian crime here. Let's see.
He's coming off a
right here. Go up. Fight night. He has a submission armbar versus Bartosz Fabinski. He beat Antonio Arroyo.
He just got into the UFC off the Contender Series.
So he beat a bunch of Brazilians and a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah,
Jacare's old as hell.
He's old as hell. He's 41.
What are the odds on this one?
It's a
plus 110, minus 130. Basically, pick him.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Andre Muniz. Jacare's lost 5 out of his last 7.
Yeah.
He's 41 years old. This is a young cat coming off the Contender Series. He's hungry, trying to start a career. So, just based on age, I don't want to disrespect Jacare like that. He is one of my favorite fighters.
And 5'7", he's fighting the top guys in the world every fight. And go to Jacare.
Yeah, let's see.
Is sure dog. He's not losing to nobodies.
I mean,
I know his last fucking tenor against the best in the world. Let's see. Kevin Holland,
okay,
Blachowicz, the champ.
Yeah.
Hermanson, the guys, that's what we just talked about.
Yeah,
he's fighting Weidman,
Gastelum, Robert Whittaker.
He beat Brunson, Whittaker.
A lot of savages.
Tim Boge, Vitor Belfort, Yoel Romero. He has a win over Gegard Mousasi down there. I mean, he fights everybody.
Yeah.
But he's 3 fights in a row. What's he at age? Does it say the age?
41.
41?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's old.
Woo! And Muniz is how old?
31, a decade younger.
So you're going Muniz?
Yeah, but I don't know by what though. I don't know by what.
It's not gonna be a submission. Maybe
maybe TKO.
TKO.
I'm gonna have Muniz by TKO. Jacare is old. I think he's on his way out. You are right though. He has fought the best of the best in his last.
This is actually his first one where he's kind of fighting a nobody.
Right.
He's at that point where he has
to. That's always kind of what happens when these legends take they give him one chance. I feel like it's the same thing with the Tony Ferguson fight, but.
And 41's tough.
Yeah.
41's tough. But you know what? I'm going to go Jacare by decision.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to go Jacare by decision.
Okay.
And if not, his career's over, so. Did you do Edson Barboza, Shane Burgos?
Yeah.
That's a good fight. That's fight of the night written all over it. Like, that is some real savage fights. Go to Edson Barboza. Who is he?
On Sherdog?
Yeah, on Sherdog. Go back to the main fights, all the fights. Barboza. So Edson Barboza's fought everyone as well. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is, like,
35.
So he lost to Gaethje.
Oh, he lost to Paul Felder.
I mean, if you even go down to here, look at starting at Beneil Dariush, who we're going to talk about here soon. I mean, shit, you could go all the way down to Tony Ferguson. He fought Paul Felder twice. Okay, beat Felder there, lost to Ferguson, beat Pettis, beat Melendez, beat Beneil Dariush, who we're about to talk about here soon. Lost to Khabib, lost to Kevin Lee, beat Dan Hooker, lost to Gaethje, lost to Felder, Lost to Gaethje, lost to Felder, lost to Dan Ige out of Vegas. That was a split decision. And look at that. Felder and Ige were both splits. Split decision. So really one ref had him winning. And then he beat Makwan Americani. Now go to Shane Burgos.
Beat Dan Hooker.
Go to Shane Burgos. We're pulling up. We have Sherdog for the podcast so people don't see the video. But Shane Burgos also fought the same guy, Makwan Americani. That's the last guy who Barboza just lost. Should just beat. But he beat Cub, who just fought on Saturday night. Split decision. Marwin Irakani and lost to Josh Emmett. And that fight was a savage fight. Went all 5 rounds. I remember seeing that fight. Or 3 rounds. All right, who you got?
All right, what are the odds for this?
It's a pick'em. A lot of pick'ems. That's what this makes this card fun.
The card, yeah.
Minus 125 is Shane Burgos. Edson Barboza's plus 105. Like I said, it's basically a pick'em.
I'm going to go Shane Burgos by 3rd round knockout.
Oh, Shane Burgos by 3rd round knockout. For me, like, the thing with Edson Barboza, if you stand with him, that's how he can win these fights. Like, I remember when, like, Khabib just kept taking him down, and some of these other guys took him down. And it looks like he did lose split decisions to Gaethje and Felder. Or Felder and somebody, but they were standing up. Yeah. I just feel like Barboza wins these kind of fights. I'm going to go Edson Barboza by 2nd round TKO. Okay. Yeah. And I like Shane Burgos a lot. I just think Barboza wins these type of fights here.
You think this is a potential fight of the night?
This is a potential fight of the night. This is going to be a bar burner.
A little bonus
Shane Burgos throws and bangs, and this is going to be a fun fight.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not doing the girl fight. Huh?
Okay. All right, good.
All right. Benny Del Rouge versus Tony Ferguson. We're getting to the 3 big fights.
Should we just choose one?
For Shugagan for Vivian? Nah, because I don't.
I have Vivian.
You have Vivian? I got Shugagan then. Caitlyn Jenner. I think she's gonna win. She fought for the title recently. I know them, but I got Shugagan in that one.
That's hilarious. Okay.
All right,
next one.
Beneil Dariush versus Tony Ferguson. Beneil Dariush is coming off his best win in a while. Pull us up. Who was it against? There it is. Yeah, Diego Ferreira. That was a great fight. It was a split decision. I remember watching that fight. He's won 6 in a row. Thiago Moises, Drew Dober, Frank Camacho, Jocker Close, Scott Holtzman, and Diego Ferreira.
He hasn't lost to Alexander Hernandez.
That's your favorite guy, Alexander Hernandez. Anyway, and he lost to Edson Barboza down there, who we just talked about.
Yeah.
That was in 2017.
But he's on a streak. How old is he? 31?
31. He's won 6 in a row. He trains at King's MMA with Kelvin Gastelum, the guy Gija, who just knocked out Cub Swanson, Marvin Vittori, who's fighting Adesanya for the belt. So that King's MMA is doing really good. They have one of the most savage coaches of all time, Rafael Cordero.
Tony typically isn't an underdog, right? In the past, I feel like this isn't the case.
Against him versus Charles Oliveira, I think it was close. I think he might have been maybe Ferguson was a slight favorite.
Right.
I mean, Ferguson's lost 2 in a row now after winning so many in a row.
Yeah.
He did lose to Gaethje in a fight that he fought Gaethje kind of on short notice because he was supposed to fight. Was that when he was supposed to fight Khabib or somebody? But
Khabib, yeah.
Khabib, and so he fought Gaethje on short notice and got beat, and then he just didn't stop the takedown against Oliveira.
Right.
Beneil, who you got?
Yeah, this one's really hard for me.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Honestly, I feel like Tony is on a drastic decline and he's on his way out. That's my personal opinion,
He's like 37
at the same time, Dariush, how do you pronounce his last name?
Beneil Dariush.
Beneil Dariush. The competition isn't to the same level as Tony Ferguson. But that's talking about old Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard around the streets that Tony doesn't even have, like, a real training camp, and he's just fucking doing what he wants.
Yeah. He actually fired his coaches or something.
Yeah, he fired all his coaches, and, like, he hasn't been disciplined. I've heard other things I'm not going to say, but I just feel like he's on his way out. And
well, you know what he did do, Tony Ferguson? He went to Freddie Roach's boxing gym. That's where Ben Askren was going. Not that Ben Askren did well or anything.
Week,
but, for a week.
How long was he there for? Did he
Tony
go for
Ferguson?
a fucking trial day?
Who, Ferguson?
Yeah.
No, he lives in California, so I think, he went out there. He's training there, getting some real boxing in. But that's a good spot to go and box. And I think this fight's going to be a stand-up fight. Like, last fight against Oliveira didn't work. Oliveira kept taking him down. And Ferguson's supposed to have high-level black belt, 10th planet jiu-jitsu, but I didn't see it in the Oliveira fight, so that was a little.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's a real hard fight for me. If it's obviously old Tony Ferguson, Tony by a landslide, but I just feel like this is a Tony Ferguson on his way out of the UFC.
This is a fun fight. I got Tony Ferguson by decision.
I'm gonna go Beneil Dariush by TKO.
What round?
First.
Wow. Darius first round TKO. I got Tony Ferguson by decision.
No, I can't do that. I'll have him by decision. Darius. Tony's not going to get knocked out. Darius. I'm trying to be
planet
crazy.
black belt represent.
I'm trying to.
Woo, 10th planet black belt represent.
No,
he takes all the 10th planet guys.
He
Except Tony
disrespected the
Ferguson.
10th planet. So.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well,
But I wish you didn't say that. All right. Next.
He's a black belt under Eddie Bravo.
Yeah.
The head. He's like the head 10th planet guy. Well, I'm going Ferguson by decision, though. So let's go Ferguson.
Well, if he loses his fight, what happens?
He's close on the way out. He's on that Woodley deal. Woodley lost 4 in a row. This would only be 3 in a row, depending how it happens. If he gets knocked out in the first round, that's not going to look great.
Yeah.
But I think this is the type of fight that's a dog fight.
Do you think he's going to show up to this fight?
I think so. He has no choice.
Yeah.
So I think Ferguson can win this fight.
God, this is a freaky one for me. I hope Tony has a bounce back. I'm going to be honest. I just don't see it happening, you know. But I hope he does.
So he's going Darius, first round knockout. Or no, sorry, Darius decision. I'm going Tony Ferguson by decision.
Okay.
All right, on to the co-main event. We got at 170 pounds, Leon Edwards coming off an eye poke to Bilal Muhammad, and the fight was just a no contest. But Leon Edwards is on a 9-fight win streak, but he didn't fight. It was his first fight that Bilal Muhammad went so quick with the eye poke. He didn't fight until 2019. So he's really only fought once since 2019, and that fight went really close, really quick. But in that round and a half, Leon did look very explosive, very quick. And Leon Edwards is fighting the legend from Stockton, 209, Nathan Diaz. Now, the line is not looking
great for Nate. Yeah.
The sportsbook number is Leon Edwards minus 450, Nate Diaz plus 325. I mean, I do think, and they're doing it as a 5-round co-main event, which I don't think they've ever done. It's usually a title fight's 5 rounds or a main event's 5 rounds. That being the case, I do think it favors Nate Diaz for the 5 rounds because he's known for cardio. Leon Edwards is going to be super quick, super explosive the first 2-3 rounds. So I do like Nate Diaz's chances with the 5 rounds. I don't like the odds. You go first.
I have Leon Edwards by TKO, 3rd round.
Oh no, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
No, I got Nate Diaz. Yeah. I got Nate. You know what I got?
But
Nate,
let's say like you're putting money on this. Like
I'm gonna put money on Nate Diaz. I have to at this odds.
Okay, but you're telling people this too. You know.
I'm putting
how much
money
is this
on
your
Nate
heart?
Diaz.
How much is heart and brain? Give the percentage. This is about 90% heart, 10% brain on this choice.
Woo! That's a big line. That's kind of disrespectful. Can you pull up Nate Diaz's Instagram? Please, can I see how he's looking physically real quick? Nate Diaz's Instagram. I've been seeing some pictures. Him and Nick look in hella good shape. Like, I need to see something here. Click on here. We're pulling up for our podcast listeners. We're pulling up Nate Diaz's Instagram. The first one, okay. A lot of weed smoking. What is this?
But he's now gonna fade.
His arm looks heavy though. Damn, my mic is falling off the stage, bro. Okay, go to the next one. Is that Be Real? Him and Nick blowing.
That's Nick.
All right, go to the next one. No, I don't want one of smoking weed. Can I get a body
Okay,
shot?
what do you say next? Here we go.
So Nate Diaz and Gil boxing. Okay.
I mean, he always looks the same.
Yeah, Nate goes to war. Do we have a shirt on? I thought I saw one of them. He just had the shirt off with the gi. All right. So this Instagram didn't help us much.
No.
A lot of weed smoking. But 4.7 million followers. Not too bad.
Shout out to Nate Diaz.
Shout out to Nate Diaz.
First of all, I don't want to be disrespectful. I love Nate Diaz, and I want him to win the fight. I just don't see it happening, you know. But
again, I think the 5 rounds help Nate Diaz. The problem I already see it happening is Leon's going to kick him in his leg and starts chopping his leg. And by the 3rd round, Nate Diaz can't move that well.
Yeah.
That's my fear.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to go with Nate Diaz by 5th round TKO. So that's how I feel. Nate Diaz by 5th round TKO. I do not care.
That's a lot of heart to the people out there.
I do not care. Go to Sherdog. I need to see Nate Diaz's last couple fights. I know he lost to Masvidal, but they stopped that fight because of his eye. Yeah. Click on Nate. I just want to see before that real quick.
You're shaking the table.
Oh, my bad.
Masvidal, Anthony Pettis, Conor McGregor.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he lost to Masvidal, and the doctor stopped
Wait,
that
his
one.
last fight was in 2019?
Yeah, it's been fought since Masvidal.
Damn.
And the doctor stopped that one. It was going to
Yeah.
keep going. He beat up Pettis, lost to McGregor, beat McGregor.
Yeah, 2016. That's 5 years.
Yeah, I got Nate Diaz in this fight. Let's
Bro,
go,
a
Nate.
2-year
Let's go,
hiatus.
Nate. I'm gonna
Okay.
put money on Nate. I don't care. So I got Nate by 5th round TKO. He's gonna take him to the woodshed. I can see it. Reminds me of the Michael Johnson fight, but
Which one?
the Michael Johnson fight.
In 2015.
He'll just start boxing him up because he will stand with
6
him.
years ago.
And the way
Over
to
half a decade.
the way to beat Nate is Michael did
This
stand with him
fucking-
and
he's
beat
an
him.
idiot,
I got
bro.
Nate Diaz
All
by
right.
5th round
There we
TKO.
go. I hope so.
All right, and then on to the main event. We have Charles the Bronx Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. I don't think he has a nickname. Charles Oliveira's minus 135. Chandler's plus 115. Oliveira's on a what? 9-fight win streak?
Something crazy.
Pulls up his thing.
Get outta here.
This is a great fight, Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's an amazing
minus
fight.
135 plus with 115. We're gonna do our favorite bets. Here we go.
What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
Eight fights in a row, beating good guys. Tony Ferguson submitted Kevin Lee, submitted Jim Miller, submitted Clay the Carpenter Guida, and he's still only 31. He has
Wow.
like hella UFC fights. But Charles the Bronx Oliveira, go to Chandler, versus Michael Chandler, who only has one UFC fight, and it did go very quick, knocking out Dan Hooker. And his strength of schedule before that's not very good. But I like what I saw in Michael Chandler versus Dan Hooker, and I think even though Oliveira has great jiu-jitsu, I can see Chandler, if he needs to try to take him down, I can see Chandler finding a way to finish this fight with a knockout. Oliveira's striking has gotten a lot better, though,
Yeah.
and he's real long, and
That's what's hard
he's
about
confident.
these fights. When guys come from different divisions like Bellator and shit, it's just, it's hard to compare, It's like because the competition just isn't as good no matter what people say. If they have UFC guys, it's old UFC guys. You know what I mean? Like, how old was Benson Henderson when he beat him?
I mean, and the knockout of Dan Hooker was good, though. Dan
No,
Hooker's
it was
savage.
an amazing performance,
Yeah.
but there's not much history to go based on
I
when they're
know.
from Bellator. That's the only thing that's scary about these
Well, I
type
think
of
that the
fights.
odds are telling that. To me, I think
Yeah.
it should be the opposite. I think Chandler should be minus 135, Oliveira plus 105. But the odds are saying
Oliveira's coming off a Tony Ferguson win, like you said. There's a lot of big wins in that.
And Kevin Lee.
In that 8. Kevin Lee, yeah, right. Clay Guida, I mean,
So then who do you got?
It's really hard for me. Yeah, I'm going to go with Michael Chandler. I just think he has the up on the feet, And then, I mean, and he was he a champ in college
he was a Bellator
wrestling?
champ. Win what?
No, in college wrestling.
I don't think he was a champ, but he was a high-level wrestler.
He's a high-level wrestler.
Yeah.
And I just don't know. I don't even know if he takes him down. I do think he has the up when it comes to striking. I feel like Oliveira's more of a counter striker. He throws like question mark kicks and a bunch of crazy shit. I think Michael Chandler might just jab him and hit him with that straight right. If it stays on the feet. Oliveira has the most submissions in UFC history too, So I don't even know if Michael Chandler would want to go for a takedown.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have it's so hard. It's so hard. All these fights are pretty hard on this card, to be honest. But I'm going to go with Michael Chandler by TKO. I'm not sure what round. But I'm going to say deep. I'm going to say deep in it. I'll say like 3rd or 4th round TKO.
I think it's going to be a fun fight. I really do.
It's going to be a really fun fight. Yeah.
This card's incredible.
That's why there's so many pick'ems.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and this card doesn't have like the big star name besides the Nate Diaz, but all the fights are super competitive. That's why the odds are so close. And these are typically my favorite type of cards when the fights are really close. And at least the one that is a big favorite with Leon Edwards, Nate Diaz, it's Nate Diaz is the underdog. So that being the case, I do think it's a dogfight. I do think it could go back and forth, the waves swing. But I'm going to go with Michael Chandler by decision. And Michael Chandler becomes a lightweight champion.
Yeah. I can see that happening.
Michael Chandler by decision.
Okay. What is you want to do our bets?
Let's do our favorite. Let's do the same we always do. Favorite straight bet, if you just had to pick one.
God.
And a favorite parlay.
I don't feel like super comfortable with any of these, to be honest. I'm going
makes
to go
this
with
fun.
Andre Muniz as just take him to win.
Straight bet plus
Straight
110.
bet. Yeah. That's my favorite bet.
And
too.
you have hit the last 2 ones with these, right? Straight bet.
Yeah. First off, I'm 7-0.
He's not 7-0.
I'm
I'll give him 4-0.
Look at my past.
I'm gonna pull it up.
It's on YouTube.
I think it's 4-0.
Go back. I'm 7-0.
He's won the last 2 events. But well, anyway, go.
7-0 in the last 2 events. Thank you.
So he's got Andrew.
So if you bet the house on my bets, it would have went well. This card I don't feel as comfortable as I did the past 2, to be honest. But I'm gonna go Andre Muniz just because he's a hungry young guy coming off the Contender Series. Souza's fucking 41 years old and on his way out. I mean, that's the one I feel most comfortable with, and it's great odds, plus 110. I feel like that's the best bet. There's so many question marks with the rest of these fights that I don't feel comfortable. So
your main straight bet is Andre Muniz plus 110?
Yeah. And if I'm going to be fun, should I just do my parlay too?
Let me do my straight bet first,
Okay.
and we'll go back and forth.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with my favorite straight bet is Michael Chandler plus 115.
Yeah?
I'm going to go Chandler plus
I kinda
115.
agree with you.
I think that's the one I'm going to do just straight. And then
I'll do my parlay. I'm going to go with Andre Muniz for the first leg. I'll throw Leon Edwards in there, and then Michael Chandler for a little 3-team parlay.
Okay, Chandler, Edwards, Muniz,
yeah.
Okay, for my parlay.
It's a hard card, huh?
Yeah, for my parlay, this is where I won't get greedy and throw Nate in there. I'm going to probably just do Nate on a little straight bet. Put like 30, 40 on him, you know what I'm saying? Pays out 3-1. I'll probably put 40 on him straight. My parlay, though, I'm going to do Michael Chandler plus 115.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Tony Ferguson plus 125. I'm going to go Chandler Ferguson, 2+ monies, close plus monies, but 2+ monies, 2-team parlay.
Yeah.
Chandler plus 115, Ferguson plus 125. I'm going to go
just
with those.
For a 2-teamer?
Those 2-teamer, yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel enough with the 3-teamer.
I feel you on the Tony Ferguson. I don't know. I haven't liked what I've seen, and I haven't liked what I've heard.
At least just when he's not, like, out-athletic, it's not like he's out-wrestled. So I think he could win a fight like this.
Yeah.
You know, Gaethje had a way better boxing. Darius doesn't have a boxing like that, and then Oliveira kept taking him down. So he's not going to get taken down like that. Mm-hmm. And I don't – Darius isn't just Gaethje, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he hasn't fought any top-level guys.
He hasn't fought any
Tony
top guys. So if
Ferguson
Ferguson can win a fight, this is the one.
Yeah.
I think we might even be getting kind of good value on him because of that.
Yeah. No, and I do. It just depends on what Tony Ferguson shows up on May 15th, you know.
So just to clarify, your straight bet?
My straight bet is Andre Muniz.
And then your 3-team parlay?
And then my 3-team parlay, Andre Muniz, Leon Edwards, and Michael Chandler for my 3-team parlay. I like that bet.
I like that bet too. Yeah, my straight bet's going to do Michael Chandler plus 115, and I'll do a 2-team parlay, Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson, and I am going to put a straight bet on Nate Diaz. So
that's for fun. That's a hard bet.
But I'm going to put the money there, so it's not for fun. It's, yeah. Go Nate Diaz. All right, that's our 262 predictions and bets, right?
Yeah, that's it.
How long did we do that one for?
We're at 32 minutes.
Oh, so that was good. Nice little 25 minute one. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. All right, so let's do where we want to go. Do we stay sports?
Let's just finish sports up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only thing was just do I want to do an NBA update. Do you want to do NFL draft takeaways first or NBA update?
That's you. That's
okay.
All you. What do you
Let's do NFL draft takeaways real quick. I don't have much.
Is there anything you want me to pull up?
No. If anything, maybe NFL futures. Just see what they're looking at. Just I always like looking at the futures on here. Only thing NFL cool was so Justin Fields, Ohio State quarterback. Bears went up to number 11 to grab Justin Fields, which is cool because they had Alex's favorite quarterback, Andy Dalton, as their starting quarterback this year. So, you know, he loves the redhead dudes. So Andy Dalton's got like a short leash. He's got like 4 weeks, and then probably Justin Fields going to be seeing that field. The one thing that was cool that I did like, and I don't think we've seen this much before, was all these teams took college players that played together, which is kind of cool. Starting with the Bengals, who had Joe Burrow. Bengals, Joe Burrow grabbed his receiver, Jamar Chase from LSU, who he threw 20 touchdowns to the year before.
A lot of people were upset by that pick because they didn't get offensive lineman.
Because Joe Burrow got sacked 32 times. So you can have the
and
best guy.
Injured
you can have your favorite guy to throw to, but if you can't block, it's not going to matter. I think in the second round, though, they did take an offensive lineman, if I'm not mistaken. So they tried. And it wasn't like there was like an elite offensive lineman. So, but anyway, to add on to the players, so Bengals have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, who both played at LSU. Mm-hmm. Jaguars drafted Trevor Lawrence, number 1. And with their 25th pick, drafted Clemson's running back. So they got Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne.
Right.
At 6, the Dolphins grabbed Jalen Waddle, their wide receiver from Alabama, who was a receiver with Tua Tagovailoa. So Tua from Alabama has a receiver, Jalen Waddle. And there was one more that was a teammate. I'm drawing a blank on who the team. There was one other one, but I can't think of who it was. Oh, Eagles. Eagles moved up to number 10 and grabbed Devontae Smith, the receiver out of Alabama, and him and Jalen Hurts played together as well. So I thought that was cool. They got these college kids with weapons or kind of like safety blankets. So I do think that's kind of interesting. On some NFL future odds, I don't have much more NFL draft stuff. I just want to see the NFL futures. A lot of the stuff same. I went up to Red Rock.
Right.
And the books are really playing it safe. Like they're really, really playing it safe. Like even on here, what I see like Dolphins 25-1, they were 20-1 at Red Rock. Browns at 25-1 were like 16-1 at Red Rock. Colts were 20-1 at Red Rock. It's showing us 20-1 here. I'm seeing where we can get value. Bills are 12-1 on here. They were 9-1.
Raiders, woo.
Yeah. At Red Rock, Derek Carr needs to go.
Are we going to a game this year?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see how much tickets are, but I would like to go to a game.
That'd be sick. How do you feel about the Jaguars now?
I can't believe they're last.
Do you feel like this is really disrespectful? At 100-1.
Yeah, I think at Red Rock they were like 70-1. I mean, better than 1,000 or 100-1. Yeah. I do like the odds. I told you I like the odds value of Jaguars to win the division. I'll show you what I have.
To win the division.
Yeah. I have it written on my notes right here. Hold on a second. So right now my NFL futures 2021. I have written down Bills, Colts, Browns. Those are Super Bowl ones.
Lions.
And then division, I have Lions, Jaguars, and Washington football team. I like the Washington football one team a lot.
I can't believe they committed to that shit.
Right now, yeah. They're a team I do like a sleeper because they have Chase Young. Remember the Ohio State guy? And he was a savage as a rookie. Yeah. And their defense is going to be solid. That defense. Now it's all onto the Cowboys because Cowboys are the favorite in that division. It's Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Redskins. I mean,
can they get a logo
Washington
there?
Football team.
Can they do something?
Yeah, they need to
Washington
do something.
football team. I mean, if these
it's
people,
really corny.
Come on.
But my point is, they have the best defense in that division, and now they have Ryan Fitzpatrick, so they actually have a manageable quarterback. I mean, Washington football team last year had Alex Smith, who doesn't even have a leg, and like guys who I don't even know, like Kyle Allen. Who is that? And Dwayne Haskins got cut. He was the first one drafted at Ohio State and already got cut because he was like not wearing masks at strip clubs or something. But anyway, I do like Washington football team. And again, the reason you wouldn't take Washington football team is because you're expecting Dallas to run away with that division. But you can't expect Dallas to run away with anything ever. They always fail. Like, their character always fails them. Ever. Yeah, since like Alec wasn't even thought of. Like, so Cowboys haven't been good since then. I mean, and again, and Dak Prescott is coming back from a snapped leg. So I think there's a lot of value with that Washington football team. That one's really growing on me. And they actually got a receiver and a quarterback now. So anyway, all right, that's all I got for football.
You have anything for NBA?
Yeah, I got NBA a little bit. So go to ESPN.com. This one just really bugs me out for some reason. Bro. I should have told you that at the beginning, but NBA standings, its metrics are broken down a little bit more efficiently. God, so NBA standings, bang. All right. So, NBA update. First and foremost, LaMelo Ball came back after having a fractured wrist. He was supposed to be out for the year. He came back, gives some life into the Charlotte Hornets. I'll go up to the East. Stay there. Charlotte Hornets at number 8. 30. See how they broke it down, though? It's more better for like people like you who don't really understand anything.
You are literally
So 6.
I can't even say that word on YouTube.
6.
My God.
See how he already got his band from Apple Music? Now he's trying to get his
band
from
you were saying
YouTube,
some shit.
Spotify.
You fucking idiot. Listen, if you
he's
don't
supposed
know
to review
Vinny,
the podcast. He doesn't edit.
When people meet my brother, when I introduce him to him for the first time, they're like, "Oh, like so what happened to him? Like, was he dropped as a baby, or like does he have some type of mental illness?" I'm like, "No, he doesn't. That's just how he is." All
right. So anyway, we got NBA here. So for people like him, 6 up, you already in the playoffs. Well, you're already in the playoffs regardless. But 7 to 10, they do a play-in game. And the team, which last week, if we would have done this, Wizards were on a 9-game winning streak. Or no, they were on an 8-game winning streak. But they're 8. If you look at Wizards, bro, number 10, they're 8-2 in their last 10. The reason that one's fun is because they have Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. So if they could get into the playoffs, I would like to see them 1 versus 8 or something. Have Westbrook and Beal in there fighting one of these top dogs like Brooklyn or Philly. Brooklyn and Philly, the Sixers are 43-21. Brooklyn's 43-22, so that 1 seed's still up in the air. That's all I got of the East. Oh, no. Actually, one thing. Boston Celtics 34-31. Jason Tatum dropped 62 the other day. Yeah, Jason Tatum dropped 62 the other day.
Damn.
Yeah.
What were the other stats?
I don't know.
Were it just buckets?
Buckets. No one's playing defense right now, by the way. It's really horrendous. I put the game on last night. Both games I put on, both teams were at 70 by halftime. I'm like, Jesus. And I don't blame them. You get hurt more when you play defense, when you try on defense. These guys are just running up and down the court. The funny thing is now go down to the West. Lakers now 3-7 in the last 10. LeBron came back. They lost again. They're tied with the Blazers and the Mavericks. They're all 36-28. Yeah. If Lakers lose and go to that play-in game, that would be hilarious. I mean, they'll probably win the play-in game. They'd have to, but that would be epic. Damn. If Lakers are somehow now in the play-in game. But shout
out to Jaden for winning a little 3-2
yeah,
parlay.
That was a nice little 3-2 parlay.
Put a bet on the Nuggets the other night.
100 to win 500. Yeah. Hendricks heard me in the background. He's like, is Jaden rich now? Like, he's not rich, but he's $500 richer. So that's a good sign. Actually, speaking of Jaden, his favorite team, the Denver Nuggets. How about 5-game winning streak? 9-1 in their last 10, and this is without Jamal Murray. People thought the season was over when Jamal Murray lost, and now look, they're still winning. Now I think where Jamal Murray's going to help is the playoffs. Playoffs, the game slows down. Nuggets are just out.
People are playing. You know.
And Nuggets are like really trying hard in the regular season.
Yeah.
But come playoffs, they're going to run into something. And Murray's their bucket getter. But 9-1 in their last 10. Michael Porter's playing better. I mean, they passed the Clippers. The only thing I don't want Clippers Lakers first round. And right now, I mean, Clippers are at the 4. I mean, things could change because Clippers and Nuggets both 43-21, 43-22. But I don't want to see Lakers Clippers first round. I got money on the Clippers. That's ugly. But Phoenix, bro, look, number 1 in the West right now. Tied with the Jazz, 46-18. So I got the 100 on Suns at 22-1 to win it all. I got 300 on the Clippers at 5-1 or 5.5 to 1. I think it's plus 550. It might be plus 500, but I put 300 on them, so I'd collect 1,800. I'd collect 2,300 on the Suns, and then Bucks. I put 200 on them at 18-1, so I'd collect 1,800.
Woo!
So
Cash,
Bucks, Clippers, Suns.
Well, Brooklyn's just gonna win it all, so fuck.
Bucks, Clippers, Suns. Actually, speaking of that, Bucks played the Nets yesterday. Durant dropped 42. Antetokounmpo dropped 49. Damn. But Bucks beat them by 3. Harden didn't play, though. Yeah. But Bucks beat the Nets yesterday 117-114. All right, go Bucks, go Clippers, go Suns. That's all I got.
Woo! What do you want to go to next?
You want to go music or Caitlyn Jenner? I don't have much on Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, sure. Let's just go over it real quick.
Okay. So Caitlyn Jenner, first and foremost, even before this one, she is running. He.
All right, be
what's
politically correct. She
is running for governor of California.
Woo!
Yeah.
Are we gonna move back just to vote for her?
No.
Oh, damn.
I mean, if any state she could win, she's probably gonna win. To be honest, I mean,
she's a Republican though. That's the thing.
They let Arnold Schwarzenegger win,
but she's a Republican,
so she won't win.
You know, it's a weird one. You know, because most of the time they play a weird card and call them racist or sexist or something. But fucking Bruce Jenner is a transgender female. You know, so they can't really play that card. I don't see her winning.
That would be hilarious.
Republicans might need to do this. They might need to get a gender change just to fucking run for politics from now on. So, I mean, this is their best bet, especially in California. But we'll see. It's interesting.
And then to add on to that, Caitlyn Jenner made the news yesterday, says trans girls shouldn't compete in female sports. Thank God. The first real thing she's ever said. Like, I've never agreed with anything that she said except that one. And she knows because she's that.
Yeah.
Trans girls shouldn't compete. Look at her hands. She's got man hands. Those hands are bone heavy. Like, if you punch a real girl in the head,
she's big. I wonder how tall she is.
Well, it's a he, but you mean he was very tall and then switched to a girl, so of course your bone structure doesn't change.
I've seen him a few times in person, and he's a big motherfucker.
So Caitlyn Jenner says trans girls shouldn't compete in female sports. There was this girl in MMA, this trans girl in MMA who was just knocking girls out. Like, it was really bad. What was her name? It wasn't Megan Fox, but it was something Fox. They let this girl fight girls.
The fucking grown man just beating the shit out of women.
Yeah, it was bad.
Fuck. Just get Chris Brown in the ring. Fuck. We're doing these YouTube fights.
Oh, man.
We should really start switching it up here.
All right, well. Mark down
Oh,
44
fuck.
minutes.
I already got it.
All right, next.
Oh.
Caitlyn Jenner. Okay.
Do you want to give her good luck or an endorsement before we switch topics?
No.
No. Okay.
All right.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
If she went, the Matrix is fucked. I don't believe in anything anymore. If Caitlyn Jenner is governor of California, everything's gone.
Oh yeah, I already don't believe in
Yeah.
anything. So yeah,
There we
I
go.
think she'll probably win.
Yeah.
I think so.
The Matrix will be
First
cracked.
woman, first transgender. California's trendy.
I think they have a transgender already.
As a governor
Probably.
in California?
No.
No, I don't think
Not
so.
in
but
California.
Maybe you have to do some research on that.
Yeah.
Alex gonna go on a big transgender deep dive, so he'll come back with the updates. All right, let's move on from this topic.
All right,
I already
yeah.
got cut off.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do some album talk, some music stuff.
Thank God.
DJ Khaled dropped a new album. It's called Khaled Khaled. Very clever title name. Let's just do.
And it's in all caps too, like DJ Khaled would do.
Yeah. Let's do, I guess, favorite song and favorite verse.
Well, okay.
Maybe it's the same. I'm not sure. We did that one time with Judas and the Black Messiah, and I think it was different favorite songs.
Favorite song and favorite verse. Okay. My favorite song is the Her song, I Can Have It All, with Bryson Tiller, Meek Mill, and Her. That's my favorite song by far. At least in the gym. You know, when I listen to music, most of the times it's in the gym. So if it's a little slower tempo, it's kind of hard for me to listen to.
I mean, that one is kind of slow tempo for a gym.
Nah. The Meek Mill verse.
Well, Meek
and then
goes hard.
The hook,
Yeah.
even Her goes hard.
Yeah.
That whole song's hard.
Yeah. And that's the flip over the Beanie Siegel "Feel It in the Air" song.
Yeah.
So when they have one of those flips, I always enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah, that's "I Can Have It All."
I Can Have It All, yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly probably my favorite song on it too. "I Can Have It All." And again, Meek Mill might have the best verse too, which makes it kind of hard.
Yeah, I was just about to. That's what I'm saying.
So that might just how that goes with
Yeah.
this one. Then if that is the case, yeah, I'll do that. I really like the song "Thankful," the first song with Wayne and Jeremiah, and they put the two Drake songs on here, that "Pop Star" and "Grease" that dropped from a while ago. And I really like the "Sorry Not Sorry." I think with like Jay-Z especially, there's just so many good verses over the years. So, and he's more like laid back on this one, dropping like triple entendres at the beginning with B and talk about his intermittent fasting with his diet. But yeah, I agree. I'll go with "I Can't Have It All" as the best song. And I think you're right, too. I think Meek Mill probably has the best verse as well.
Yeah. And that comes after a few podcasts of us shitting on Meek Mill a little bit, too.
We
doing the
Meek Mill?
bunny,
Oh,
doing
yeah,
the
she
bunny
got-
hop
we
with
go bunny
fucking Billionaire. And
Yeah, he does go out of his way to talk
and then
about
the
his
6ix9ine running up on him and
Yeah,
him
that's
looking
true.
shocked.
We were hating on him in music, but we were hating on him as an individual. and he does go
That
out
doesn't
of
make
his
it better,
way
bro.
to talk about his billionaire friend on
Yeah.
every verse. I'm like, what is going on,
He's
bro?
always talking about
Are you guys
billionaires.
okay? Are you still dating women?
My billionaire friend, that's why I got the Glock on me.
Yeah, he says that in this song?
Yeah.
And he says that in the Lemon Pepper Freestyle song, too. It does something in there.
He's still hard, though.
Yeah.
I
I love
Meek
Meek. Meek killed this verse, and
Yeah.
he killed that Lemon Pepper. I
Just
don't know
please, no more bunny hopping on tennis courts.
Did you listen to the Lemon Pepper one yet?
Yeah.
That shit was hard, too.
Yeah, that was hard.
But
It was short, though.
it was short. It was only 2 minutes. But all right, that's all I got on Khaled.
Cool. Which one you want to go to next?
Let's do Vinnie Paz.
Woo!
Vinnie Paz album. We'll just do our favorite song. I'm curious what yours is. But God bless you.
Thank you. And you want me to go first?
Yeah, let me first off the album, Vinnie Paz, called "Burn Everything That Bears Your Name." That's the album title. Yeah, do your favorite song.
Angels with Dirty Faces.
Angels with Dirty
Vinnie Paz
Faces.
and Iman. Is it Iman or Iman?
Iman.
Iman? Yeah.
So that's your favorite one.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Okay.
I mean, if I had to choose one, that's my favorite. They're all hard, you know, but they all kind of...
You know it's called
Fit the same.
Angles with Dirty Faces.
Oh, it's Angles?
And I thought that might have been
I wrote Angels.
a misspell, but yeah, I read that too, and that's what it looks like. But for some reason, it says Angles with Dirty
it's
Faces.
Angles? Huh.
But I saw when I read it, I thought because he's talking about people dying too, it makes like
Yeah.
sense to be angels. Like I don't know if that's a misprint, but I feel like you can't misprint it if you go on Spotify at that point. But so you're going with that. My favorite song. My favorite song.
Oh, it is Angles.
It's Angles, right? Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you said that because I thought when I heard the song, I thought I read Angels, and then when I went back and saw it, it was Angles.
Angles with dirty face. That can't be. That has to be a misprint. You must be right.
Hit up Vinny Paz and his team.
Should I
Email him?
Vinny Paz on fucking Instagram?
Ask him, is this correct? Angles. See if he replies. And tell him we did a podcast review about it, and tell him we did a video breakdown.
Vinny Paz, you're in my top 10.
Let's go, Vinny Paz. I saw you. But anyway, my favorite song, is Body Bag Philosopher.
Yeah, damn, I love that song too.
Anytime Vinny Paz addresses Satan and calls out Satan off riff, I'm
Which
in.
is most of the album.
Most of the album. That's been his bag. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, it made me thinking too, is like, that's actually my favorite music when the people call it Satan. Like J Electronica, some of the best Chance the Rapper songs, they're always addressing Satan or the darkness.
Right.
And how they're basically going to war. Like, what's up? So anyway, anytime Vinny Paz brings up some Satan thing and tells
Devil Rolls Up. I played that song
Devil
probably the
Rolls
most
Up,
in 2021 this year.
So that was my favorite song, Body Bag Philosopher.
Yeah. He kills this. I mean, Vinny Paz is one of the most consistent rappers. Every time he drops, I'm ecstatic.
Oh,
you
of
know?
course.
Especially when you listen to music in the gym. Like, if
Yeah.
you're trying to go to war on some weights or jiu-jitsu.
Or if we got
play
the
some
mats on
Vinny
the
P.
garage, that's going to be the first album we played through,
Right,
which
yeah.
we should do pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'm
So
actually
shout out
looking.
to
I was
Vinny
hoping
Paz.
that first album we reviewed, or that song we reviewed, Poppy Wardrobe.
Yeah.
That one was on this one. I was thinking maybe he'd drop another one, but he probably will in a couple
A
weeks.
music
but
video?
Poppy Wardrobe was the one we reviewed, but we didn't know that was for a new album. We just thought that was a regular single.
Oh,
Poppy
yeah,
Wardrobe.
right.
We did that video review, but that was on this album.
He has a lot of cool little, what's the term I'm looking for when you play the audio before the song?
Intro
Samples,
voices,
little
sample
samples.
voices. Yeah,
Whatever
I
that
like the last one a lot too.
Yeah.
The Digital Vein, but I don't like the song as much. But I like the intro voicing.
He always tries with like a couple different beats on
Yeah.
every album. There's a few of those. But how many tracks are on this shit?
22. Yeah. I remember texting you that morning.
I'd probably say it's like 15, 16 for 22.
Yeah.
Which is that's an amazing percentage.
Yeah.
With most of these rappers, you probably get like 3 or 4 off a 22 fucking album track, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
And
shout out
then
to
we
Vinny P.
have favorite songs of the week. What are we at time right?
We're at over an hour. Oh, no, 52.
Okay.
52.
So we can do favorite song. I mean, we can do. Do you want to do the TD?
I mean,
thing
I
or
kind of
Tekashi?
I did both of my favorite songs
Those were your favorite
Yeah.
songs
in total.
for this?
Yeah.
Okay. I went separate because I knew I wrote this down, so I did that.
Yeah, I didn't know
I mean,
that.
I did actually on my songs of the week have Vinny Paz Body Bag Philosopher, but really that was last week. Because
okay.
I still had the 2 from last week. So I did have Vinny Paz Body Bag Philosopher, and then I had Corday Thornton Street, which we didn't get to talk about that because we would have talked about that last week.
I mean, we can still talk
Yeah,
about
that's what I'm
it.
saying.
What do we do?
Corday dropped a 4-track little EP,
Right.
and I picked one of the songs. The last song in there was called Thornton Street, but that was one of my songs of the week. And then I did a new one for this week. Joyner Lucas featuring Lil Baby, Ramen and OJ, which we're going to do a video breakdown on today. He's independent too, so that's going to be good.
Joyner?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be good. We'll do that one. It already has like 1.5 million views in a couple days.
He kills it.
Yeah, Joyner Lucas
kills
kills
it.
it. Joyner
Yeah.
Lucas is that was the theme too. I was thinking when I was writing down some of these guys. There was a no, that was something different. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Corday Thornton Street, and I'm gonna go with Joyner Lucas featuring Lil Baby, Ramen, and OJ as my 2 favorite songs of the week. The only other kind of music thing was TDE dropped this thing on TDE's guy Punch is the main guy, I guess, the CEO of TDE. He dropped that Friday, May 7th, which would be this Friday. We're at the 3rd. Something big's dropping with TDE. I'm hoping it's a Kendrick album.
Yeah.
We haven't had Kendrick in a while.
Oh, wait, hold up. We're kind of being disrespectful.
Okay.
The La Machina by Conway the Machine.
Okay.
Did you play through it?
Yeah, I played through it.
And
It's cool.
It was just cool?
It was kind of that take Ice kept having on Joe Budden podcast. I'm just
What?
over the content. You know, like I've heard all the content.
I could see that.
You know, and that's
I
where
could
I'm
see
at
that.
with them.
It's too repetitive.
It's just
you're saying?
repetitive, you know.
Yeah, I really like this album. I wish I wrote down the songs for this, 'cause I kind of forgot about it until now.
The one that stood out, I do like when Conway's with like some different guys, like JID and the Ludacris song.
Right.
I thought Ludacris killed that verse on that song.
Yeah.
He really killed that shit. And JID's
Yeah.
like this new younger rapper I kind of like seeing a little bit here or there. But I thought Ludacris killed that shit.
Yeah.
But again, it's just like the content sometimes just gets a little bit old to
It's
me.
a little repetitive. Yeah, I could see that. Still, again, in the gym, it's a hard album, you know.
I could believe that. That's a nice
Yeah.
playthrough, just sitting there rolling around on the mats type shit.
Right. Yeah. I shout out to all of fucking Griselda. Love all of them.
So only thing we are going to say too, since the Kendrick Lamar's dropping, well, we don't know if Kendrick Lamar's dropping Friday.
But TD
But
dropped.
for this summer, we're going to do our 3 favorite artists who we want to drop an album.
Okay.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go
Okay.
first.
And let's say Drake can't be one of them.
Drake can't be one?
Can't be one.
Okay.
Because we both everyone wants to see Drake, Certified Lover Boy. I don't like the title, but everyone wants to see Drake. He's going to have songs we all like, blah, blah, blah. So not counting Drake, I'm going to go. I do want to see Kendrick Lamar. I like Kendrick Lamar. I think I like Kendrick Lamar probably more than Alec, but I'm not sure. But I'm excited to see what Kendrick Lamar comes out. I saw this interview too. One of his main producers says he has like a new sound, so I'm curious what that means.
He has a new sound.
Some kind of new sound, yeah. So I'm going to go Kendrick Lamar. God, it sounds so like just.
What, J. Cole?
Yeah, I'm probably going to J. Cole. I'm probably going to the big guys like Jesus. But let's not
be real. Be real.
Okay.
If that's what it is, that's what it is.
No, let's not. So mine, honestly, Kendrick Lamar, Macklemore, and I want to see a Boogie album.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of
So I'll go Kendrick Lamar, Macklemore, and Boogie. And I think they're all about to drop here soon.
Yeah, you're kind of right with the Kendrick Lamar thing. I mean, when Good Kid, Mad City came out, I was young, but I love that album.
Yeah, I think that's part of it too, yeah.
You know, but To Pimp a Butterfly, there's a couple like King Kunta, there's a few songs in that I liked, and then damn, there's only a couple songs. And I feel like when guys are really mainstream, for some reason in me, I always like have a little bit of they like go down a chip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's not the case for Drake.
Huh?
That's not the case for Drake.
Yeah, but I don't look at him the same as I would like a Boogie, you know.
Well, not Boogie, but
or
Kendrick.
Like a Russ. You know, I probably look at Kendrick above Drake. I like Drake's music more, but like respect-wise.
Maybe. Because he hasn't done as much sellout, weird gay stuff, yeah. Or not, yeah.
So in that sense, yeah.
Can I say that? Or I'm not as singing songs.
Yeah.
Like
no, it's fine.
Girls singing.
We're deep. If someone's listening to
girls singing songs.
I mean,
mark it down. Mark it down. Mark it down.
Okay.
That's probably something like that, like the Apple stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to say what I'm Drake's.
I don't think we're banned.
Drake.
Right,
Okay.
Okay.
But we're still online, right?
Yeah,
we're live.
I'm gonna cut all this.
Okay.
So am I doing my favorite song? I forgot what I ended on.
No, we're going. You're doing your 3 people. You haven't said it yet.
Okay. Yeah. So my 3 people. Probably my first one's gonna be Russ.
Okay.
I like to
That's
see
a good
another
one.
project from Russ.
We've
He's
got a lot of
rappers.
music from him.
Yeah, we have gotten a lot of music, but just a project.
Okay.
And he's completely independent now.
Yeah.
I love Russ.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, I don't know if I mean, he might just do the single all year thing. He's doing a tour next year.
Right.
He already announced it for 2022. So I don't know if that will change when he's going to drop.
No, you can still drop.
You think he can still? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He has a lot of music.
So you're going Russ.
I'm going to go Russ for my first. Did you just give your 3 off the top? You kind of did, huh?
I did my 3. Yeah, I went. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, Macklemore, and Boogie.
God. Okay, I'm gonna go Russ. I'm gonna go Jay-Z. And I'm gonna go.
I don't think Jay-Z's making albums anymore.
I think you will. And I'm gonna copy you on one. I'm gonna go with
Boogie, okay.
Yeah.
And Boogie's been dropping a lot of stuff, so I think he's rolling out for something.
God, Boogie's the shit, man. I hope he gets like a big wave.
Yeah.
And honestly, that last album, I was hearing people I was hanging out with play that album
he's
that
like
now. Don't really pay attention.
Hear the Eminem verse,
the
Eminem feature.
So shout out to Boogie. Yeah. He's a killer.
He's been doing those things that he likes to do, those little 2.5 minute ones where it's like by the pool or something.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put in, instead of the Jay-Z, because I mean that's
we don't know. I want realistic. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna put a realistic. I'm gonna do Corday because he gave us a 4-piece. That was amazing.
Yeah. He's growing on me too.
That hit 3 out of the 4 songs. I loved his last album. I wish I could remember the title off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But
Corday's growing on me too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put Corday in there, and he's one of the only people that's in my age bracket that I can even listen to, like slightly. The Lost Boy, 2019. That whole album was amazing. If you haven't given that a listen, I mean, Chance the Rapper, Anderson .Paak, every song on there is amazing. The skits are amazing. He has a Meek Mill feature on there that's super hard. So, I'm excited for another Corday drop, to be honest.
Okay. Any take on Tekashi 6ix9ine running around with no security now? Just with a black mask on?
He has security.
Okay.
I guarantee it. And if it's not security, it's fucking some CIA
No, what he's wearing like a whole black mask over his face, so you can't see who it is. He's just running around with it, and it's like this.
The ski mask?
That's all you can see. A little bit bigger though. It's like this.
It's like 6.
Yeah. And then he did do a couple of sellout shows though too, Tekashi.
Yeah.
But
hey, that's another cool thing that's going on here. People are out here. You know, at the UFC event.
51,000 at the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
It was an outdoor event, but still.
That's
51,000, 17,000. That was the thing we said about 262. Dallas, Texas sold out arena as well.
I was on the strip all day. Every day this week, and it was popping every day. Yep. Mad people.
May 1st, it just ended. Instead of 6 feet social distancing, it's 3 feet.
3 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving in the right direction. Arm's length. We're 3 feet.
First off, you should always be 3 feet away from me.
Normally, just out of respect.
Don't ever stand next to me.
If you come within 18 inches of me, I'm smacking the shit out of you.
Anything I like about this COVID shit is people can't stand next to me anymore. I need my bubble.
Yeah, put your mask back on. I don't want to see your ugly face. But
that's the one thing, dude. Like, people are a little bit better looking when you just see their eyes. Once you get that schnoz in there, so that fucked up mouth. God damn.
Shout out to all the ugly people who need to keep the mask on. Anyway.
Get your money up. Get plastic surgery. Everything will be okay.
All right, so we only had to mark a couple marks on this podcast, and you want to give out all the follows? Tell them to follow us. Everything.
Follow us on Instagram,
fault a little bit.
TikTok, Apple Music, hopefully, and Spotify. All the KandiShow, 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 and everything.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of it. I have a feeling
we also have a Facebook page. I haven't added that on here, but I actually just created a Facebook page. It's KandiShow.
I'm calling it right now. We're going to have our biggest subscriber push with the content we create today.
Yeah?
I'm calling it. Yep.
Damn.
I think we're at 262. It's going to be our best video in a while. I think our video breakdowns are going to be our best video breakdowns in a while. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Now. Best little push right now. Again, we've only had two content days in the last month.
Yeah, we went on a little hiatus. We put 10 straight weeks out, you know what I mean?
Every Monday.
So we're consistent.
And again, it was real things. Trust me, it's no giving up stuff. I had a baby last Monday. He was out of town, out of the state. We recorded at his house. But we're grinding these next 3 months. Yeah. These next 3 months, by the time I'm working, we're going to be where we want to be. So that's it. KandiShow.
Check us out in fucking 3 years. It's going to be crazy.
KandiShow episode 12. Yeah.
Thank you for listening.